Hey everybody, welcome to Candy's Life. I am Candy. I guess welcome to a quick impromptu Sunday night. Let's have a chat. I'm just waiting for people to pop in. I'm sure notifications just now going out, if it goes out. And I'm going to apologize in case you hear my heater kick on. I live in Maine, it's cold, and I'm using my heater until I get oil this week. All right, we're just at about a minute in, so that gives me time to ask you to do the YouTube things. And that means please like my video that we're doing here today, and please hit that subscribe button. And I want to thank you to Pixie Doodles, to Cedar Duval. Oh, I just had it. Give me 1 second. It'll come to me. But there's 3 of you that just subscribed to my channel in the last week, and I appreciate you for that. It says I'm waiting for a guest. I don't know if I'm waiting for a guest, or I don't know who plans to enjoy me or join me. I hope everybody enjoys this. I can tend to be comical, especially when tired. All right. Who's in here with me tonight? Hi, Josh. My nephew's in here with us, folks. Everybody say hi to Josh. Nice to know you're doing well. Miss you. Miss you very, very much. Well, life went downhill for a little bit. Gizmo's doing great, getting fat, thinks he's a resident of the outdoors full time. Oh, excuse me. I am just getting over being sick. That was 2 miserable weeks. But yeah, I had a little bit of a mental breakdown. Ironically enough, a slight mental breakdown is what put me into making the decision to take a hiatus from my channel, and unfortunately that lasted a whole lot longer than I wanted it to, but I'm in a much better place than I was back then. I have a lot of great support that I don't deserve most of, but I'm very grateful to have. I love each and every one of you, and if it wouldn't take 6 hours to name you all personally, we'd sit there and do that, but probably not going to start doing that at 9:40 in the evening. Brent's been great. I think he's taking a nap out in the chair. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing the Sunday night husband thing, whatever that means. It probably means watching harness racing. I don't know. But my point was, let's have a chat. So, we've addressed the doing the YouTube things. I'm trying to find a polite way to say this. Be kind to one another. Okay? Hi, Pixie. There's Pixie. I said thank you to you, but you hadn't come in yet. So thank you to subscribing for my channel or to my channel, Pix. I appreciate you and I love you. But yes, let's be kind to one another. There's enough hate and discontent and disconnection and fighting all throughout this world that, this community that I love, the recovery community, the community that is where I went when I started this channel. Okay? Yes, there's always been rivalry between creators. I get that. There's always going to be, no matter what genre you're in. But I think a lot of that has been thrown to the wayside in favor of this holding people accountable. And yes, that is an important thing to be done and to do, but there's a right and a wrong way to do that. And I think a lot of people have gone overboard with holding people accountable. I'm not going to name people individually. If you feel guilty, it applies to you, I guess. Who just seem hell bent to me to call everybody out for everything they don't agree with or what they think is a lie or what's this and what's that, and getting so far away from the message of recovery and helping people that are still struggling with this disease, that are still dying because they're struggling with this disease, and who have honestly no vested interest in going to a YouTube channel where they're going to encounter that every time they turn around. That's not what the recovery community is supposed to be about. Who cares who did what time at what prison at what date? Who cares? I don't care if you've done time in Arkansas, Canada, New York. I've done time in Maine and California. There it is. My name is Candy Hathaway. That's never changed. You want to know about me? Look me up too. Don't come at me with my past. I will come at you with yours if you do. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I don't want to be. That's not what I'm about. That's not why I started my channel. And I am not going to let anybody drag me down into that ditch with them. I don't care what you've done, where you've done time, who you've done it with, who you're sleeping with, who you're not sleeping with, who's sleeping with this one. I don't care. That has nothing to do with recovery. Nothing. In my opinion. But none of that chaos and crap is helping anybody who is searching for real help for a real problem that is killing people. Hi, Megan. Yes, it was Megan. You just subscribed to my channel too within the last week, right? So, what I'm going to do is when I am doing recovery videos, I'm focusing on recovery. That's what I want to do. I want to know if you're struggling. I want to know why. I want to know what I can do. Cool. Cool, Megan. We'll talk after. I'll meet you on Telegram when we're done. Then we can do that privately and just not turn it into YouTube content, because my private discussions with people don't need to be YouTube content, because that's not helpful. Trust me, that's not. Of course, I love art, Pixie. So I'm going to issue a challenge to everybody in the recovery community that has been engaging in this back and forth drama. And I challenge you to just stop. Just stop fighting with each other. Who cares? Just who cares? You know, I get arguments make great content if that's what you want to be known for, but that's not what I want to be known for. I want to help people. If you're struggling, I want to know about it. I want to talk with you. I want to know, what can we do together to make it better? If you need help, what can I do to find that resource? You know, that's what I want to do. I want to help the people that, and I didn't turn my ring light on. Turn that on, you might see me a little better. Woohoo! We're gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay. So that's my challenge. Let's stop fighting with each other. Let's stop calling each other out for every single thing. And let's get back to helping people. Let's do that. Please. I have not worked the last 5 years of my ass off staying clean through every bit of hell you could imagine a person walking through, trying to walk that journey. And never once did you see me come on camera and call everybody else out for what they were going through or what they have done. I don't care. That's you. You're an adult. You make your own decisions. And as long as they do not directly involve me and they do not hurt me, it is not my place to go up to another adult and say, you did this. I know you did this. You lied about this one. And I know you did this one over here. I'm not your mother. I'm not your wife. And I'm certainly not God. So I have no room to judge. So just do better. Let's get down to recovery. Let's get back to that. Let's help people. I don't know about you, but I'm damn well tired of watching my friends and loved ones drop dead. Sorry, YouTube, if I said a bad word. but I am. I'm tired of it. Yes, back to the basics, Megan. Let's get back to the basics. I mean, very honestly, do you care that I've done time in county jail? Does that have anything? Does that affect me bringing the message of recovery to you today? Something that happened over 20 years ago, closer to 30, if I have to be honest about it. And I would have to say the answer is no. Because that person that did that was not somebody that would bring you the message of recovery. I could bring you the disease. I could bring you all the way to hell's door, whether you chose to walk through it with me or not. That's your choice. I could take you there, but I was not going to be the person to talk recovery with you. And that's changed. Now I don't want to walk you to hell's door. I want to walk up to hell's door and walk you back away from there. You know, I want to talk you off the ledge. I want to help you get better. I want to see you live. I want to see you thrive. You know, so that you can go on continuing the message of recovery. That was my intentions when I started a YouTube channel. And, you know, sadly, life happened. Like I said, I've had a couple of mental breakdowns that few would probably walk through remaining clean. The last one took me to the brink of not wanting to be part of this world anymore. And thank God I had supportive people around me saying, "We love you. We care about you. We want you here. We need you here." Not one of those people in my weakest moments came to me and said, "Hey, I've been watching your videos. There's a couple things in this one from like 4 years ago." And thank God for it. It probably would have tipped me over the edge. I don't want to see people left like that. It's not helpful. I want to be helpful. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chats over here. Megan says, "I feel like lies and drama can trigger us and take us right back to the dark places in our life from active addiction." How right you are. How right you are, Megan. And can you imagine being brand new to recovery if somebody came at you like that? Oh, hell no, you'd be back out there quicker than you ever agreed to give recovery a shot. Or how hard we walked away from all of that. Exactly. If we wanted to remain in chaos, we could have remained in addiction. Where I'm pretty sure we probably called each other out for everything under the sun. The point of being in recovery is to get better and to do better. So I'm not going to focus on what everybody has done bad and what they've lied about and this, that, and the other, because it's not important to the message. And if you do that to somebody too much, you are only going to drive them out the door. They're eventually, every human being has a breaking point. Hear me clearly on that. Every human has a breaking point. I am not going to be the person that pushes somebody to find out what that breaking point is to see whether or not they're going to choose recovery or choose their coping mechanisms. And if you're new in recovery, you know what those coping mechanisms still are. Heck, if you're 5, 10, 15, 20 years into recovery, you still know what those coping mechanisms are when you're in addiction. If you push somebody to their breaking point, 9 times out of the 10, they're not going to run to their recovery coping mechanisms because that's going to require them to be in that space just too many moments longer than they want to be there. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that says, okay, we're going to work on our recovery. This is where I'm at. What can I do to help? What do you need me to do? Do you need me to just listen? Do you need me to talk about something specific? Old coping mechanisms can still come out when we get triggered. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I won't lie and say I haven't thought about it. Yes, I have. Of course I have, especially when I got into my lowest moments where I didn't want to be here anymore. And with what's going on with substances today, it wouldn't be too hard to find that solution. Thank God I didn't go for that. And I don't want my channel to be a place where somebody comes on and sees, oh, Candy's talking badly about this person, Candy's fighting with that person, and Candy's talking crap about this. Candy doesn't care, folks. The only thing I care about is when your behaviors affect the recovery community as a whole. And the fighting, the bickering, and the chaos is not helping the recovery community as a whole. I'm sorry if that's too brutally honest, but that's how I feel. We got to start being part of the solution and stop feeding into the problem. My sister says to me, drama can only continue when it has an active audience. That's my younger sister, folks. The plethora of wisdom. I'm not being sarcastic. She is really very smart. Drama can only survive if it has an active audience. I'm not going to be in the audience. Are you? Even seeing the negative comments from random people just spreading hate, it's a shame to see. We all got to do better. Yes, we all have to do better. Not just me, not just you, but all of us collectively. As the recovery community, need to do better. YouTube's been having internal error issues with chats all day, so if I miss something, I'm sorry. If I can grab it back, I will. But yes, we all have to do better. Is there anything anybody wants to address? Ash, yes, we do. We got to show the newcomers how great sobriety is and not show them drama. Yes, Ash. Yes. Because they are the quickest ones that are going to run out the door. Because just coming in to sobriety, you know you still have all your old chaotic connections. They're not too far off in the distance. So if that's what a newcomer's going to come into the recovery community on YouTube and find is everybody fighting with everybody else about something that has nothing to do with recovery, they're going to go back to their own brand of chaos because that's what they know best. I don't want that on my hands. No way. There's a time and a place to address stuff that's if it affects the recovery community in a very detrimental way, then yes, something needs to be addressed if that's going on. But I don't see any of that going on. I see a lot of really childish behavior going on. And I'm sorry, but I just turned 46 years old last month. Not this girl. Nope. Don't want it, don't need it, not engaging in it. Have a nice day. At times there's also going to be another component to this channel, but I will always make that clear that to an extent, yes, it is still part of the recovery community, but it's recovering from everything. And there's going to be some stories that work in there that are going to be heartbreaking. I'm going to warn everybody now. There's going to be some stories that are going to be heartbreaking. But those people are also fighting for their lives. And I'm going to be covering that too, but it will definitely be made clear that what the topic of the video is, as I always give somebody a choice to either watch or not watch. Is there anything else? We're going to get back to the basics of recovery, everybody. That's what we're going to start doing here at Candy's Life. Oh, I have a friend named Liz Ferris. She also has a channel on YouTube. She can be found at Pokemon and Cults. She is an ex Scientologist working very diligently to get the Church of Scientology, Lord, how I hate that term, to release her father. Now, that being said, there is going to be a protest in Los Angeles, California. I believe it's on the 21st. I will put that in the description when I know. But I do believe it's October 21st. I do know the time is from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. outside of the Hollywood Celebrity Center of the Church of Scientology. So I will get those details. I will put them in the description, but I'm also going to be putting my friend Liz Ferris's Venmo in there because she is trying to get down there for that protest from Northern California. And she's about halfway to her goal. So I'm going to put this out there, let you all know this is a woman that has been through hell and back. And she needs whatever help we can find, y'all. She is also a member of the recovery community, and I hope to one day be able to get her on so that she can tell her story to us. I, I can't do that justice. I can just give you tidbits of information. Her story is heartbreaking. Let's help her get down to that protest where her voice needs to be heard. So her Venmo information is also going to be linked in the description box, as well as mine, as I'm trying to get my YouTube studio built up. Right now, I have a ring light sitting on a board, sitting on a milk crate. I need a little something more professional because I've got a microphone coming and I just want to have a more professional setup. I want to do this right. You know, I am at the point where it's time to start taking this seriously. I am back from the pits of hell and I'm ready to start fighting. Let's recover together, y'all. And let's do it with kindness and love and helpfulness in our hearts. That's all I've got for tonight. Does anybody have anything else they want me to address real quick? Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Ash. I look forward to taking this journey forward with you. I I will keep you posted, Megan. Like I said, I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes, anyways. I want to work out a time that's good for everybody. You know, I'm on the East Coast, but I realize that some of you are out on the West Coast, which is 3 hours behind me. So I don't want to decide I'm going to do a live at like 8 o'clock my time and think that's great because that's right in the middle of y'all getting home from work, making dinner, settling your kids in, doing homework with them. I know that. So I don't want to interfere in your normal daily lives either. And I will definitely keep you posted. I'm going to work out a more formal schedule. Um, I do go live with my friend Carol Sherman just about every night. So there is that. I am also going to start posting for that more regularly too because she is also a plethora of wisdom. My friend Carol has 29 years of continuous sobriety, And even she still struggles from time to time. We're going to get her to talk about that too, y'all. Just watch. Okay. After a moment of silence, let's say goodnight. Okay, everybody. Remember to recover loudly so that those behind us don't have to suffer in silence. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.